I get this question all the time.
With everything, it's like, yes and no.
All conversations come back to poo.
Like, in every food myth, there is a grain of truth. And you don't eat septic duck.
I'm sorry, that killed me. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute, doesn't matter. If it's hit the floor, it's got something on it, just eat it.
Like, once it's hit the floor, you could spend, 30 seconds picking it up. You're still gonna get a horrible mouthful of disgusting bacteria and cat hair, dirt, feces, everything.
Refreezing something that's already been thawed is probably more of a chef issue than it is for a microbiological issue, just because when you're freezing something, it creates ice crystals that break apart the cells and degrade just the quality of the food. But if stored in the correct conditions, there's no issue.
As long as you take your meat out, thaw it, take your portion, put the portion that you're keeping back in the freezer and don't leave it sitting on a bench top for an hour or so. You do it quickly and don't just let it ambiently heat up and get nice and, moist and warm. Yeah. I mean, I prefer moist.
It's a personal preference.
The thing in rice that causes, horrible, horrible stomach issues is generally Bacillus cereus, which is sometimes known as the fried rice bacteria, or causes fried rice disease, which is just food poisoning.
Yeah, so the interesting thing about Bacillus is it's a spore former, and that's why it can survive the cooking process. So spore forming means it's a very tough bacterial cell that when it cools down to just above ambient, it can germinate, which then will lead to the toxins being produced and things like that.
What you're meant to do is, as soon as you've got the rice, you put it in a container, let it cool down to around room temperature and stop steaming, then seal it up and put it in the fridge, and it'll stay good for between 3 to 5 days that way. Yeah, if it doesn't come with mould, try not to eat the mould or things that are mouldy. Mould is a fungus. It sort of spreads throughout the organism, and only the little bit at the edge is visible, but all through you've got these little mycelia, these little filaments that are spreading all the way through your food.
I think with hard cheeses, it's quite fine because these filamentous or hyphae, they find it hard to penetrate through the hard cheese, but with bread or soft cheeses, I'd probably just throw it out.
Yes, a nice mouldy brie. I like my brie blue.
They do that.
Oh God, really? Oh.